Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. So, today's build is a collab with another YouTuber. Her name is Adamolly or Adamolly. I'm not sure, I should have probably checked before, but now it's too late. So, this girl reached out to me and she told me, hey, do you want to collab? And I'm like, hell yeah, of course. And I told her, hey, I see you're doing a lot of creative sims. Would you like to essentially create a story for one of the weirder builds that I'm doing? And she's like, yes, of course. And she was just extremely nice and just went with my idea with no objection. So I gave her like two different ideas and she decided the more magical one. And I'm just gonna say it. I'm not the one to do magical builds with occults and like crazy stuff like that. It's not my sort of thing. I'm not good at it. However, I saw this illustration that I got inspired from and I was like, I really want to try it. And I have to tell you, it was a very learning experience and a quite hard one. So essentially, Adamolly will create the sim who lives here and their story. I don't know anything. I'm really excited to find out. I will link all her social media accounts and her YouTube channel down below, so you can go ahead and find out the story about the person who lives here with me. I'm always intrigued finding what people come up with stories because I'm not a good storyteller. Like, I like making these weird builds, but I don't really think they have any use. So it's exciting to see them like being used somewhere, like having a story behind them and the person who lives here. So let me tell you a bit about the build. As you can see, it's a floating island. It has a waterfall. The waterfall is from Island Living. It took me quite a while to find it and place it. And I used the rocks from Realm of Magic to create this floating island. Apart from the picture, I got inspired from like the Realm of Magic, the actual realm that you visit, and I decided to use the portal. So essentially, to visit, if you haven't played Realm of Magic, there is a portal that you can travel to the realm. I'm not sure if it has an actual name, I don't recall, but yeah, there's a portal in this world. So I remember when we got early access and we had like conversation with the sim gurus, they told us specifically that they created other portals, that they're accessible from the debug menu, and then we can use them in our actual houses, that they work as portals. There's one here and then you travel to another part of the house without stairs. And we were all so excited. I've never used it. Since then, it's been quite a while. So I had trouble figuring out how they work. And because like there are so many rocks intersecting, of course I used the tool mod to rotate the rocks vertically and then place them exactly where I wanted them to be. That took forever. I also had trouble because, you know, the rocks kinda overlapped with the ground, so the sim couldn't root properly, and I had to figure that out. And originally, at first, I decided to record my building process and not the decorating process only, but it took me so long just placing rocks that I was so mad, and I'm like, no one cares. I'm so mad right now. Like, it's taken forever, and I don't believe, like, how am I even going to edit this? So what I did was I deleted all the items. And then I placed them taking screenshots, half of the video. And then the other like half of the screenshots from the exterior, I decided to, you know what? Yes, it took me ages. Yeah, here's when my sim died and I lost it because she had a doggo. And the doggo left alone, and I was super mad with a Murphy bed that I didn't even end up using. So I decided, you know what, it's cool. What I did essentially was I used the second floor. I deleted the first floor so it looked like it was floating. But because I wanted to use a pool, the pool didn't really work that well because it had the foundations. And I was like, okay, what do we do? And I wanted also the islands to be higher up the sky because it wasn't really that high. So I decided, you know what, let's move everything up a floor, which was so freaking hard. And I was like, it was so time consuming, and I don't believe why I didn't thought of that earlier. So after figuring everything out and doing all the exterior and the landscaping, which I had so much fun, if you ignore like all the trouble that I had trying to get the rocks in the right place and figuring out the waterfall and how it works, because Realm of Magic also comes with a waterfall. If you visit that world, it's also like a floating island up in space. And it has waterfalls from side to side, and I'm like, I scrolled through the catalog of Realm of Magic and the debug menu and the object of the words menu, word objects menu, and I found out that the waterfalls were one piece, so I couldn't use them, and I had so much trouble and I spent so long, and I was so happy with the final result with the crystals and those blue bulbs of light that come with Realm of Magic. I don't actually really recall how they're called, but your sim can gather them if I'm not completely mistaken. So I go inside to this tiny house because, like, let's be honest, it's tiny, and I take so long to decorate it. Again, I am not one to actually build and decorate magical houses. It's not my areas of expertise. I've never done something this whimsical, if you will. I like more stupid things. I'm not one for occults, again. I don't really play with them, especially vampires. Scroll as much as you want on my channel and my gallery on the Origin, you won't find a single build for vampires. Well, that's a lie. I did one. But like, it was from a show, like I mirrored the show build that had vampires, so it doesn't really count. So yeah, I went to the interior, I'm like, what the frick do I do? And I didn't know, because the house again is tiny, so you want to fit everything. And I wanted it to have like a proper kitchen and like a fireplace. I was so strong on that fireplace, like you don't know, because it had crystals and everything around the island has crystals. I'm like, we need to have this fireplace, like it was mandatory. And then I recalled there's this apothecary and like other objects that came with Realm of Magic that store like potions and ingredients and other stuff like that. I'm like, I want to use this and I don't have the space. And I was so mad. So I took so many screenshots because I'm so happy with the final result. I really hope you will like it too. And I wanted like to showcase every area of the build. Now, the downstairs, obviously I had to do something so your sim could travel upstairs, you know, in the floating island. I was like, what do I do? And I found like this magical river with like little blinking lights, and I'm like, yes. And I love how the downstairs are like, you know, the base turned out. Like, I'm so happy, so stupidly happy. And I also used a lot of greenery. You will see like a lot of plants all around, but everything is rootable, which is perfect. And yeah, this is it again. Thanks again to Adamolly for collabing with me. Please go check her channel out. She's new here, she's also streaming. And yeah, this is everything. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll have an amazing day, and take care. Bye!